On. All right, guys, we are live. I would like to welcome you to our live stream of today. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys today. And we have cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler behind these cameras. And I'm so excited to be here with you. Now, I'm going to talk about what we are going to do here briefly. I'm going to answer your questions. Whatever questions that you might have about car repair, I'm going to answer them. And I also want to diagnose this Nissan Sentra with you guys, okay? I would like to get you guys involved as I diagnose this. So you will be helping me diagnose this Nissan Sentra. The issue with this Nissan Sentra is the check engine light is remaining on the dash. The vehicle seems to drive fine, but the only issue is the check engine light, okay? Now, before I keep going, I would like to do a mic check. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? Now, I have a screen over here on my right-hand side. I can see your comments. So let's do a mic check. Let me know if you can hear me, and also let me know where you are watching from. Some of you might have noticed that we are live at a different time. Usually we tend to go live towards the end of the day, but we are live right now at 12:30 our time here in the East Coast. So it's a little bit early during the day. I would like to know if you guys like this, and also let me know where you are watching from. I'm going to read the first comment here. We have a comment from Karibat. Can someone blow up these comments? Because I can't really see. Yeah, can you zoom out a little? There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, Matt. Awesome. Now I can see properly. So we have, I'm probably going to butcher his name. I'm sorry. Karbi Chetahar 4486. He says, Salut mon ami. How are you? Salut mon ami. Je vais très bien. Et toi? And then we have, okay, he says, great, I'm working on a Nissan Patrol TB48DE now. Oh, really? You're working on Nissan Patrol? I remember those Nissan Patrols, especially when I was back home in Africa. We used to work on a lot of Nissan Patrols. So, je me rappelle bien de Nissan Patrol. J'ai beaucoup travaillé sur le Nissan Patrol quand j'étais au Congo, quand j'étais au pays. Et puis, je me rappelle, j'avais segmenté un moteur. On avait complètement refait un moteur. J'avais refait ça avec un ami. On avait changé les segments, les pistons, les coussinets de bielle. Man, it's been a while since I've said these words. Les coussinets de bielle, les joints de culasse, ainsi de suite. Ouais, c'est des véhicules que j'aime beaucoup et ça me rappelle le pays. Okay, what else do we have? We have Monroe Guasenki 381. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Can you guys hear me? Let's do a mic check once again. So, on the streets with JM says, I hear you loud and clear from Kenya. Hello, my friend from Kenya. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, buddy. We have Morokwamoseki 381 says, we can hear you, Dio, watching from Botswana. Hello, my friend from Botswana. It is 6:31 over there. That's good. So, it looks like going live around this time is pretty good for most of you, I guess. Okay, so it's not too late. So that's good. Hello, my friend from Botswana. We have Bryant Moti, H2Y4K says, hello, Dio. He's here from Kenya, and it's 7:31 p.m. in Kenya. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. We have Jabulani Gome, ED5VP says, I can hear you from South Africa. Hello, my friend from South Africa. Thank you for being here. So, we know that you can hear me. That's good. Sound is good. So we gotta thank cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler for the wonderful job they're doing behind these cameras over here. Guys, let's show some love to cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler. Okay? Who else is here? We have King's Point 4899 says, love from India. Hello, my friend from India. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We have Tony Guillen 8377 says, hi. When I change brake booster, do I need to bleed the brake? Well, that's a good question. If you're changing the brake booster, you may or may not need to change I mean, you may or may not need to bleed the brake system, because if you don't disconnect the brake lines at the brake booster, you don't need to do that. Okay, just disconnect the bolts for the brake master cylinder and then just pull it back to the point where you can have enough room to slide the brake booster. So as long as you don't disconnect the brake lines, you should be good to go. And also, guys, if you like this screen, if you like this live stream, if you can hear me, if the sound is good and the quality of the image is good, please give it a thumbs up, give it a heart, give it a like, do what you can do, okay? So more people can be aware of our live stream. So give us a thumbs up, you know, leave a comment, give a heart. I would really appreciate it. Okay, what else do we have? We have One True God, two. He says, hi from the UK. Hello, my friend from the UK. Thank you for being here. Ireza Joshua, very attentive here in Uganda. Hello, my friend from Uganda. How you doing? Jumbo. Cameraman Carlo is there too. Nice. And then who else is here? Timo Farah Mafumo C3F says, my name is Timo Farah Mafumo from Zimbabwe. Hello, my friend from Zimbabwe. Thank you for being here. And in Zimbabwe, it is 6:35 p.m. Okay. And then we have Rob Purificado 8384 says, hello from Philadelphia, PA. Hello, my friend from PA. Thank you for being here. Kingsmon 4899 says, sound is good. Okay, that is good to know. And then Tony Nguyen 8377 says, hi, when I change the brake booster, yeah, so I already answered that question. You don't have to bleed the brakes if you don't disconnect the brake lines. You have to bleed the brakes if you disconnect the brake lines from the master cylinder. But if you don't do that, there is no bleeding required. Okay, perfect. So now, guys, I want you to chime in as we diagnose this Nissan Sentra together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the hood. So I'm going to stand up over here. Let me open the hood. We're going to do a quick visual inspection under the hood. Like I said, this vehicle came here for a check engine light. Cameraman Matt, can you give me the underhood light? So let me grab the underhood light. And then someone says, please kit, visit India tour. Okay, that would be a good idea. Maybe we should go on a tour to India. Cameraman Matt and cameraman Carlo, what do you guys think? Should we go to India and do a kids tour? Maybe we can like go to India and visit some shops over there. Matt, you don't want to go to India? There's good food over there. I heard the food in India is awesome. All right, so, okay, there's light. So now the first thing we're going to do is we are going to switch. Guys, you can keep commenting, keep chiming in. The first thing I'm going to do, the first thing we're going to do now is I'm going to go in the car, start it. We're going to confirm the customer's complaint, and then we're going to get the scan tool connected to see what codes we have, okay? So we're going to switch cameras over here. So we're going to switch to this mobile camera, and then I'm going to go into the vehicle. So I'm going to walk over here. Actually, let me open back here just a little bit. So, Kyler, you can, yeah, just keep following me. I'm going to lower the car a little bit. Yeah, just, what? What? Yeah.
Don't go too far.
Okay.
You can't go past.
No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna go here around. I'm just gonna be here around the car. Are you good? Okay. Let's go around. I'm gonna get in the car. Let's see what we have. So, Kylo, you're gonna come back here because I want you to show the check engine light. All right. So, right here, this vehicle has 116,000 miles, 407. I'm gonna start the engine. Right there. Do you see the check engine light on? So check engine light is on, so that's customer's complaint, confirmed. I'm going to turn off the engine. I'm going to turn the key on. So let's go back in front of the car. All right, so now we have other things going on here around the shop. It's going to be a little bit loud, but I hope you can hear me. So I am going to grab our scan tool. So cameraman Matt, we're going to switch. Can we split the screens? Is that how we're gonna do it? Yeah. Okay.
This one's on the scan tool.
That one's on the scan tool.
Let me know if you want me on that camera on the scan tool.
Okay. So now I'm about to scan it now.
Okay. Screen, is it on?
There. Okay. All right, guys, so what else do we have over here? As cameraman Matt is gonna get our scan tool up on the screen here, I am going to start answering some of your questions. Okay, let me make sure the dongle is connected. Perfect. Okay, so our dongle is connected. Okay, let me read some of the comments over here. Let's see. We have Jara Victor. Hello, my friend Victor. Jara Victor says, watching from Dubai, my boss Dio. Hello, Victor. How are you doing, my friend? I enjoy the messages that you send us on via Messenger. I appreciate it. Guys, to some of you who are here, do me a favor. Follow us on Facebook. We are not just on YouTube. Follow us on our other platforms as well. I would really appreciate that. And that's how more people can find us. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you have an account in those platforms, please give us a follow and give us a review too. Okay? Give us a review on Facebook. Give us a 5-star review. Tell people what you like about our channel and what you like about our shop. To some of you who have been here, leave us a review on on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and I would really appreciate that. Okay, so we have Timo Farah Mafumo C3F says, I'm glad to be here because that my first live to attend the first part. Oh, really? This is your first time attending our live stream? That's awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, my friend. Okay, Rico Dation says, top workshop. I love your work, guys. More love from Namibia. Hello, my friend from Namibia. Thank you for being here. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us a heart. All the good stuff. You know how to do it. It doesn't cost you anything. Please do it. I would really appreciate it. Okay, what else do we have here? Morongwe Moseki says, Dio, I hope today you are not going to bring up a scope. Why? You don't like a scope? You always say low tech first. After that, you bring a scope. You and Scanner Danner have liked to do that. We don't have those expensive tools. I mean, guys, the truth is sometimes I get so carried away, when I'm doing this diagnosis. There are times where I just want to use regular tools that you can get at your local parts store. But, I have these fancy tools, so I like using them. But I will always remember to not use them as much as I do sometimes, because I know some of you may not have those tools. Okay, we have Emma Patrick 380 3857 says watching from Tanzania. Hello, my friend from Tanzania. Thank you for being here. All right, so now let's scan this. Okay, so we're gonna switch to scan tool again. The key is on in the car. So right there, the scan tool has identified the vehicle. This is a 2013 Nissan Sentra with a 1.8 liter. Okay. So now we're gonna click OK. How are we doing back there, cameraman Matt? Are we good? Awesome. So we're gonna click OK. Continue. So let's see what codes we have. So guys, put in your guesses. Well, what do you think the issue is here? It's a Nissan. Do we have a Nissan specialist here on the chat? Get some energy, get some drink. All right, so what else do we have here? We have Miracle Boniface 5164 says, hello Dio, my name is Miracle from Nigeria. Can a short trim and long Can a short trim and long trim be tested without oxygen sensor being connected? Oh, you mean testing short-term and long-term fuel trim numbers without the O2 sensor being connected? No, because if you do that, if you disconnect the sensor, the computer is going to see the open in the circuit, and it's going to go into open loop fault. So your trim numbers are not going to be accurate. Okay, actually, it's not. At that point, the computer is not even going to use the O2 sensor input anymore, because short-term and long-term fuel trim numbers is basically the info that the engine computer puts out to us technicians, so we can better diagnose vehicles. But the engine computer is looking at the input from O2 sensors and mass airflow sensors and temperature sensors to adjust the fuel inside the fuel mixture inside the cylinders. So as the engine computer is receiving these inputs, it tells you how much fuel it's sending inside the cylinders based on the numbers it gives you on the scan tool, whether it's short term or long term. So if you disconnect the sensor, your numbers are not going to line up, and the computer is not going to be able to make some corrections. All right, what else do we have? We have, Matt, you made it smaller. I can't read now. You have to zoom in on the comments a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. All right. Matt is trying to make me look like I don't have good vision around here. He's zooming out. Cameraman Matt, what are you doing? Cameraman Matt is saying I need glasses. Hey, I got good eyesight. All right, so we're going to scan the codes. We're going to go to scan. Let's do a pre-scan. Oh, we have one code in the engine computer. Okay, so the first code is, Matt, you might want to put the scan tool on the bigger screen.
It's already on.
It's already on there? Oh, there's just a delay? Oh, okay. So the first code is P0456. Evap, very small leak. I hate Evap codes. Dang. Oh my goodness. Now we got to deal with the Evap code. And then live. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I need your help. Chime in. What do you think is wrong here? So let's let the scan tool finish scanning all the control units here. And then we will talk about what directions we're going to go so we can fix this. Cameraman Carter, how are you doing back there? Doing good? Cameraman Matt, how are we doing? Doing good? All right, so we have... Okay, so... We have George Brunei. Say hi, Dio, from Brunei. Okay, where is Brunei? Brunei? I'm probably mispronouncing it. Timo Farah Mapfumo says, Matt, why are you removing that?
Oh, looking at the views.
Yeah. Just leave the comments there, because when you do that, it moves. Yeah, so now I can see. Okay, good.
Hold on.
All right. Can everybody still hear me? Are we doing good there? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do now. Oh,
Beautiful.
the scan tool is still.
Yeah, the computer's frozen.
The scan tool is still scanning the engine, all the computers on the car. So let's wait a little bit. Now guys, while we're waiting for the scan tool to be done here, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story, okay? Story time. And this story is to those of you that work at a shop, especially those of you that run shops. My question to you is, how do you deal with warranty companies? These warranty companies that, quote unquote, are supposed to take care of customers and warranty engines and transmissions. How do you deal with them? Because what I've noticed so far is a lot of these warranty companies are starting to become a pain in the butt. I've had about 5 customers here that have been paying these warranty companies money every month, but when their cars break down, these warranty companies sometimes don't cover everything. They don't cover the whole bill, and dealing with them is a pain in the butt. They just don't want to pay. They don't want to approve OEM parts. It's hard. I'm getting to a point where I am gonna get ready to I'm getting ready to not take warranty work anymore. So I'm curious to know how you guys do it, especially if you have a shop. How do you do it at your shop? I want to know. I'm curious. All right. So Matt, how is it going over there?
The computer keeps freezing.
Okay, but can I keep going?
Yeah.
Am I good to go?
Yeah, but the comments aren't going to pop up.
The comments are not popping up?
Not as frozen.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have so many windows open there or what? Guys, we're having issues here with the comments because I can't really see your comment. Are we live now? Can I see?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I want to be able, guys, sorry if we're not being really smooth over here. I want to be able to see your comments so I can interact with you properly. All right, so Timo Farah Mabfumo says, I think it's a nickname from Kitoko. The real surname for Mr. Dio. Me? No. Kitoko is it's my actual last name. It's not a nickname. It's not a nickname. All right, so now, guys, this code over here is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, this P0456 trouble code is set in the engine computer when there is a leak in the Evap system. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are familiar with Evap systems, but if you have a question about what that is, an Evap system is a system that routes fuel vapors from the tank to the engine so they can be burnt while the engine is running. Because we don't want fuel vapors escaping from the tank, because if they do, they're gonna pollute the air, and that's not good for everybody's health, okay? So fuel vapors are basically hydrocarbons, and we don't want them in the air. So this system here, the Evap system, has a leak. Now, this system has a couple solenoids that cause this system to work properly. There are tubes that connect the tank, fuel tank in the back, with the engine over here under the hood, but we could have a leak somewhere. The other common thing I usually see is the gas cap. You can have a gas cap that's leaking. So maybe this is gonna be as easy as a bad gas cap. So we have to do some tests and figure out what's going on. So now let's scroll down and see what else we have. We have 2 codes in the ABS control unit. So we have U1002, so CAN communication circuit And then we have C1143. So we have a bunch of codes here, as you can see. But right now, we're going to focus on the code that we have in the engine computer and the OBD side of the scan tool, so the generic side, okay? So Evap system leak detected, very small leak. All right, so now I'm going to go into the engine computer. Sometimes these manufacturers give us an option to do an Evap system check. So let me see if we can do an Evap system test over here. But if not, we can do some tests to figure out where the leak is. So let's go to special functions. Let's see, right here, Evap systems close. Let's click on that. Okay, it says this function is used for detecting Evap vapor leak point of Evap system. Positive pressure is delivered to the evaporator system through the evaporator system port. If fuel vapor leakage in the vapor system occurs, use a leak detector to locate the leak. Okay, if you get any DCC below, you should perform this test. Okay, so let's perform the test. So let's click continue. Confirm the fuel cap is installed correctly. So let's switch to the mobile camera. Let's go to the back of the vehicle and confirm that the fuel cap is installed correctly. Okay, so I believe the fuel cap is on the driver's side. So let's walk there. Oh, it's actually on the other side. Let's walk around. You gotta pull that thing. Okay. Where is the fuel thing? Oh, right here. Fuel door release. Maybe there's no fuel cap. Oh, right here. Let's look at it. It looks pretty good. Okay. Let's close it. Okay, fuel cap seems okay. Let's go back here. All right. So now, engine not running. Okay, so we're gonna do this test with the engine not running. Never use compressed air or high vacuum pump. Do not exceed 4.12 kPa of pressure in Evap system. Ignition switch on. Ambient temperatures above 0 degrees. Okay, everything looks good. So it looks like there's a pump in this Evap system. Increase air pressure. To locate the leak, deliver pump pressure. What? Increase air pressure. To locate the leak, deliver positive pressure to Evap system until pressure gauge points reach 1.38 to 2.76 kPa. So this is talking about having a pump connected to the Evap system. Well, I don't have that pump. We can use a smoke machine to smoke the Evap system. Now let me go to actuator test. So we have a purge volume control, fuel tank temperature. We have the VIAS. Okay, so how are we doing in terms of comments, Matt? Can I see the comments or no? Are they still frozen?
No.
No, we good? Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Since we have a small leak trouble code, I'm going to smoke the Evap system so we can see where the leak is, okay? So now purge volume control. This is gonna turn on the purge valve. I don't think it's going to turn on the vent valve. Okay. Kyler, I have my flashlight over there. Can you give it to me, please? Okay, so we have one true God says evaporative emissions system leak may be evap switch or fuel pressure leak. Not necessarily fuel pressure. I mean, you can have a leak in the evap system, that's for sure. But the fuel pressure should not cause the evap leak. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna switch to a mobile camera, Kyler. We're gonna do this the old school way. Okay. So let me pull my magic pads back up. Okay, ready? All right, so let's find, I believe there is an evap service port here. So I'm gonna pull this engine cover out of the way. Dang, this thing is stuck. There we go. Come on. Whew. Okay. Now this over here is our evap service port. And then if you follow this line, it goes to the back of the engine. And then this over here is our purge valve. As you can see, this is the purge valve right here. Are you familiar with this, Kyler? Yeah. Yeah? So this is the purge valve. This is the line that goes to the intake manifold. And then back here is the line that goes to the rest of the evap system. Now, I'm gonna check the purge valve first, okay? Now, to check the purge valve, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to disconnect this line, okay? This line that's on the other side of the purge valve. So I'm gonna disconnect this. A purge valve is a normally closed valve, so we shouldn't have vacuum on the other side of the purge valve. Okay, what is everybody saying? Watching from Zambia, following closely. Thank you for being here, my friend. We need to smoke check first. Yes, great suggestion. That's what we're about to do. And then Jerry Springer, 4840 says, technician here, watching on my lunch break. Oh, thank you for being here, my friend. Your angle is not good, Kyle. You're cutting my head.
No. That's just those things that scroll down.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I was like, what kind of angle is that?
I think I know how to do this.
Oh, man. I thought you forgot to do it on the live stream.
Come on.
Why are you cutting my head? Okay, we're good. Guys, I'm checking cameraman Kyler here. I was looking at the screen and then my smoke, my head was cut off. Okay. The need to check smoke. Okay, we're gonna do that. All right, so cameraman Kyler, let's get the smoke. So we're gonna disconnect this. What? Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect this over here, and then I'm going to grab my vacuum gauge. So right here, Kyler. So I'm gonna grab this vacuum gauge here. Okay, so we're gonna use this vacuum gauge to test the purge valve. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen me perform this test here on the channel. So I'm going to connect this tube. So I'm going to connect this tube that's connected to the vacuum gauge to the other side of the purge valve. Now, since the purge valve is normally closed and it's connected to the intake manifold, when I connect this to the tube that's on the other side of the purge valve and I start the engine, we shouldn't have vacuum on the other side of the purge valve. If we do, that would mean the purge valve is leaking. Now, that's true if you have the purge valve electrical connector unplugged, because if the purge valve electrical connector is still plugged in, the computer could be turning on the purge valve and causing the vacuum to actually go past the valve and move the gauge and move the needle on the gauge. But if the connector is unplugged, you shouldn't have vacuum on the other side. If you do, that's a sign of a defective purge valve. So now I'm going to connect this over here. Okay, so this is the other line. Okay, Carlo, you might come on this side because I want you to show the entire valve. Yeah, so this right here, see that? So this line goes to the intake, and then this is the line that goes to the back of the vehicle. So I'm gonna connect my gauge right there. Now, the purge valve is still plugged in right now. I'm gonna start the engine. Let's see what we're gonna have with the engine on. So Carlo, tell me if that gauge is going to move.
Nope.
It's not moving?
Nope.
That's good. All right. So the fact that it's not moving, that tells me that our purge valve is not leaking. So that's good. I'm gonna turn it off, turn the engine off. Okay. So this tube over here and the purge valve is part of the Evap system. So with this, I know from the purge valve to the intake, we don't have a leak, so that's good. So now I can disconnect my pressure, my gauge over here, my vacuum gauge. So now I'm going to reinstall this line over here. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to undo this service port. Okay, now there's a little shredder valve in there. Do you see that valve? Okay, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, so I'm going to bring the thing that we like. This is not the hookah, okay? Not the thing that we like, okay? We don't smoke around here. This is the smoke for the engine, okay? Smoke machine. Okay. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. He was like, Dio, someone invited me and I show up, it was a hookah bar. It's like, I don't even smoke. I was like, well, if you're there, you might as well. No. No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, so what do we have? Someone says, shout out to Robin. I'm Jamaican also. Robin, come say hello. Someone just giving you a shout out over here. Someone says shout out to Robin.
Busy.
Yeah, Robin is busy. Robin is working on, should we do a little quick walk around the shop? Is that gonna work?
I think that'll work, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. We can do a quick walk around. Robin, come say hello. We got Robin over here. What's his name? Jerry Springer 4840 says he's from Jamaica too. Yeah.
Big up, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer was Jamaican.
Yeah. Wagwan, Jerry. Very good. So yeah, let's see.
Do a little walk around.
Let's do a walk around. Let's walk this way. Actually, you can go back to where you were, Robin. I'm gonna come ask you some questions there. We can show what Robin is working on, and then our youngster Gavin is actually outside. Can we walk up to Gavin too, or no?
Not
No,
outside
but
of
you
it.
just have to be outside. You have to be inside the bay, pointing the camera out. If you go outside, it's like,
Oh, not outside. Okay, guys, I'm told I can't walk outside because my
Not allowed.
I'm not allowed. Okay, so let's see what Robin is working on here. Robin is working on. Actually, let's show over here. Come over here, Robin. So Robin is removing. It's pretty dark. Robin is removing this differential.
Yep.
Okay.
This clamp is stuck.
Yeah. So these ones.
Yeah, the bolt.
The bolt?
Yeah, the clamp itself is stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So the other side, I move one, but these are
Oh, these ones are completely stuck.
Yes,
Yeah.
lubricating
So
it down.
we are actually removing this rear differential because the differential is defective here. But these U-bolt are completely stuck on the differential over here. So Robin, you might want to heat this up.
Yeah.
Heat it up over here.
I think I heard him doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to disturb
Yeah,
y'all
you
too
might
much.
want to heat it up and yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have to walk up to Gavin. Let's just go back. I see it's pretty loud out there.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Yeah. So Gavin is working outside, so we'll just say hello to him. Okay. Why did Robin cut his hair? He needs to explain to us.
He's ever had.
I don't know. He probably never had hair. That's funny. Watching you from Algeria. Hello, my friend from Algeria. Thank you for being here. We have Big Up. I'm a technician here in Alabama. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's keep rolling. I am going to get the tool that I need to remove this shredder valve here so we can smoke the Evap system. So this thing is usually left threaded. Yeah. If you right thread it, you're gonna over tighten it and ruin it. So now I'm gonna use my little pocket screwdriver to pull this out. Is it gonna come out? I don't want to drop it. There. This is our shredder valve. We got it removed. I'm gonna put it in here with my tool. Now, before we turn on our smoke machine, let's see if I didn't see a test in the scan tool that would allow us to close the vent solenoid, because we have to close the vent solenoid on the back of the vehicle, because if we don't, all the smoke is going to leak out. But let me make sure I have the right adapter for this fitting over here. Oh, right here, perfect. So we're gonna put this adapter here. See that, Kyler? Life is easy when you have the right tool. See that? Nice. Okay, so now what's next? We can turn on our smoke machine, but we need to figure out how we're going to turn on the vent solenoid. So let me go back to my scan tool here. So we're gonna switch to scan tool, cameraman Matt. All right, so Timo Farah Mafumo says, can I ask Dio, what is the type of diagnostic machine you are using? And does it have both functions, oscilloscope and code scanning? Yes, I'm using my Snap-on Zeus. The Snap-on Zeus can scan, it's a scan tool, and it also has a lab scope built into it. It's a great tool, I really like it. I know some people out there don't like Snap-on, but I'm a good fan of Snap-on. And then someone says, can we see our cameraman? Well, you've seen cameraman Kyle and cameraman Matt in our other videos, so they're out there. If you go to our posts, maybe at the end, maybe before we end, I'll ask them to come and say hello. All right, so let's switch to scan tool again. So I'm gonna back out. Let's go to actuator test. Let's see. Fuel tank pressure, purge volume control. This is the purge valve. This is not the vent. This is not the vent solenoid control. Special functions. Evap. All right. Cool. Now, if I cannot turn on and off the vent solenoid, I'm gonna see how it's located. If there's a tube between the vent solenoid and the canister, I can block that tube to see if we can bypass the vent solenoid. Okay, so Jara Victor says, I like the scope. Yeah, I love the scope too, my friend. using a scope is amazing, and I hope you get one, and I hope you keep using it. So Morongwamoseki says, when are you guys opening a premium channel website so we can get more value of educational content? Well, that is a good question. We are still thinking about it, the like kind of the paid version of it. We're thinking about it now. We want to make sure that when we do it, it's going to be great. So we're thinking, actually, you bring up a great question. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys want to do it on a separate website, or should we do it here on the channel? Should we have content that's going to be available to only members, like a paid version? We're still going to make videos for you all, but the ones that we will do for the paid version will be more of classroom material, where we're going to, we tried one, we did do a kids class, we called it kids class a little bit ago. It's going to be kind of like that. That's kind of, we kind of gave you a little, quick overview of how our classes would be. So it's going to be a whiteboard where I'm going to go in depth explaining sensors and how to test them and how they work, and how, what voltages to expect and so on. So we are working on that. We don't know yet, so we would love to get your input, whether we're going to do it on a separate website or it might still be here on the channel, but there will be a separate paid version for those. Okay? So let us know. I can't wait to read your comment, and I can't wait to get your feedback on that. Okay, so what else do we have? Timo Faro Fumo says, thanks for answering my question. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Tandeda Doho says, hi Dio, this is Pascal from Zimbabwe. Just want to thank you for your knowledge, and I'm learning a lot from you. Thanks, Dio. My pleasure. I'm glad to hear that. This is why I'm making these videos, okay? I'm making videos so I can share my experience and my knowledge with you all. And if the videos are helping, that's what I'm doing this for. And that's the point. And that makes me happy. So thank you for letting me know, because when you let me know, it actually encourages me to even do more and be better and serve you guys more. So thank you for telling me that. Okay, Martin Munyuku 70 says, hello kids team. Thanks for the content. I'm learning a lot. I mean a lot. Martin from Zimbabwe. Hello, my friend from Zimbabwe. I appreciate that. I mean, there are a lot of you from Africa who are watching, who are learning from my content. I used to be one of you, you know. I'm from the Republic of Congo. I was born and raised there, and I grew up there. And I was already working there. I was a mechanic there. And I know how hard it is to access service information, to access the right training, the right tool. So it's very hard. And when I got an opportunity to come here to the United States, I wanted to get trained. I wanted to learn. I learned as much as I could. And once I got to a point where I felt comfortable sharing this information that I learned, I made it my goal to share it with everybody. The fact that a lot of you from Africa are really enjoying this really warms my heart, because I want you guys to learn and I want you guys to get the information. So maybe in the future we'll start doing seminars and training, and I can bring cameraman Kyler and cameraman Matt and the whole team here at Kids Orange Track Repair. We can go to Kenya and Zimbabwe and Uganda and Congo and do training, you know. And because I know it's not, and South Africa and so many countries, wherever we can go to do training, I would love to go. And maybe not now, in the future, you know, many years in the future, because I know some of you may not have an opportunity to come here and get trained. So we might bring training to you in years to come. Okay, so that's a thought. That's a thought I have, because I have friends back home in Congo that I went to school with that didn't get a chance to, you know, to participate in the type of training classes that I participated in, you know, especially when I came over here. So if I can come back and share my knowledge there, you know, someday I would love to do that. Okay, so what else do we have here? We have, okay, thanks for the video for each time, and I learned a lot from you through your videos. Really, thank you. My pleasure. I like hearing that. Hello, I'm from South Africa, and thank you for your knowledge. Thank you. All right, so let's switch to the mobile camera. How are we doing back there, guys?
Good.
Are we good? And Tanzania, yes, of course, Tanzania. I want to come to Zanzibar Island. I heard so much about Zanzibar Island, so I'm gonna come there. Okay, someday we will come there. Thanks for encouraging me as an African. You are inspiring your African fellow people. Yes, of course. If I can inspire you, that's the goal. I mean, like I said, I used to be one of you guys. My dad had a shop in Congo. You know, the thing with back home is there are a lot of great technicians out there. You guys are very intelligent. You guys, yes, I gotta look at this camera. You guys are very intelligent. You are very capable. The only thing is you don't have access to the knowledge and the training that we have access to over here. You guys can do what I'm doing. You can do it. If I'm doing what I'm doing, you can do it too. The only difference between me and you is I'm in a country where I'm exposed to technology. I have access to the tools and the training. If you are given the same opportunity, you'll be as good, probably better, you know. So don't look down upon yourself. Keep working hard. Keep reading books. Now with the internet, when I moved over here, the internet didn't have the kind of power that it has right now. Okay, right now there is a lot more you can learn online. So if you are in Tanzania, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Uganda, Congo, I mean, I don't want to forget some countries. There are so many countries in Africa, and you don't have access to training. You can't go to training events. You know, get online, watch videos, download ebooks. There's a lot more you can do to better yourself. And I know as you do that, you will be great, and you'll be one of the great technicians in your area. Why not? The great technician in the world. You can do it. Okay? I've done it, and you can do it too. Okay? Now, remain humble, keep learning, and you'll be just great. Okay, what else do we have over here? Sure will survival 2064 is here. Hello, my friend. I like seeing you over here. He says, my Snap-on Zeus Plus is awesome. Yes, good. I'm glad you like your Snap-on Zeus. I like mine too. I like using my Snap-on. What else do we have over here? Okay, can you tell me how I grew my mechanic? Can you tell me how I grew my mechanic career? I guess you meant how I grew as a mechanic?
This is showing how he can grow.
Oh, how he can grow. Okay. So can I tell you how you can grow? Okay. So if you want to grow as a mechanic, you have to love reading. You have to love learning. You know, the times of nuts and bolts and hammers are long gone. If you want to be a great technician nowadays, you have to know how to read data. You have to be good at electrical and electronics. You have to read books. You have to understand Ohm's law. You have to understand resistance and current and all these other things. It might seem intimidating, but it's not hard. I've done it. You can do it too. When I first moved over here, when I was watching other YouTubers and other people that I admire and I love in this industry here, I was mind blown by what they were doing. And I used to tell myself, man, there's no way I can be as good as that guy, or there's no way I can do what those guys are doing. But when I decided to apply myself and study and read, it took a while, but eventually I was able to wrap my head around those difficult things. Because, I mean, I can just speak of my experience, right? Back home, I was already doing brakes. I was already changing rotors. I was changing rotors and pads. I was already changing brake lines. I was already swapping transmissions. I was swapping engines. I'm sure a lot of you can do that. You can change an engine. You can change a transmission. You can change suspension components. And you can pretty much do most of it. You're basically a master technician. But when it came to air conditioning and electrical and electronics, I struggled. And when I came over here, I started reading books. I went to training classes. Some of you are very familiar with my story. I have told my story multiple times here. There's a podcast we just recorded with the Shop Marketing Pros podcast. I recommend you guys watch that episode because I, explained even in more details about my story. So go check them out. Guys, you can do it. To a lot of my African friends, even those who are here in the States and all over the world, if you want to be great, you can do it. Just apply yourself and give yourself some time. It's going to take time, okay? Learn slowly and eventually you'll get there. All right, so now we are going to go under the vehicle. But before we do that, let's read one more comment. We have Arnold, engineer, cameraman Matt is laughing at me behind the camera. Why are you laughing at me, cameraman Matt? And then, hello Dio. Which website do you use to get the service info? And do you go how do you go about the subscriptions? I do use Metro Pro Demand. You can have the Metro Pro Demand. It's a company out here that provides service info to independent shops like ours. You can get the service info if you get a subscription. Just Google metroprodemand.com. They're right there online. You can get a subscription. You have to pay monthly to access the service information. Okay. Morongwa Moseki says, I think the website will be much better deal compared to YouTube, but Matt and Kyler can help on that. Is their area, but consumer-based website is better. What do you guys think, Kyler, about having like paid content on a separate website?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we can just put links on the videos.
Or something like that.
Okay. Patreon. Okay. So what do you guys think of Patreon? Okay, maybe a separate website, Patreon. Okay, great idea, my friend. All right, so now, cameraman Kyler, we're ready to switch. Cool. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now, we wanted to do this, we wanted to keep this live stream to an hour. We're almost approaching an hour. So maybe should we do an hour and a half? Should we add an extra 30 minutes?
Sure.
Maybe let's add an extra 30 minutes and then we'll end. Okay, so I'm going to lift up the vehicle. What? Westmoreland?
Yeah.
Okay. Robin is from Westmoreland. Cameraman Carter. How are you? Nice. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully we're gonna find this Evap leak pretty easily. Did I say I hate Evap codes? All right, let's see what we got here. So we're gonna walk here. Everything is covered. Okay. Where is the Evap stuff? Oh, right here. Here's the Evap stuff. This is the Evap, this is the canister right here. Actually, let me remove this. Okay. Let me grab a 10 mil. Okay. Let's grab a 10. Let's change, let's remove that cover. It looks like we can block the tube to the vent solenoid. And then that way we can find the leak. Where did I put my batteries? Oh, over here. Come with me, Kyler. My battery's over here. I left my battery on the charger. There it is. Okay. So we're going to undo this bolt here. It's loud. Okay, hold on. I'm going to grab this over here. I'm gonna put, oh no, I'm dropping some stuff. Put that over there. All right, guys, I need you guys to help me with this. What do you think is wrong here? I know I can't see the comments from here, but I need your help. I need you to chime in. Okay, so here is our canister. Actually, I don't have to remove this thing completely. And then, cameraman Kyler, can you come over here and show this here? So this is the vent. This over here is the vent solenoid. See right there? See that connector? Okay, it's a 2-wire connector. That is the electrical connector of the vent solenoid. Now, our scan tool is not allowing us to turn this on. I mean, to close this, because this is a normally open valve. If we had a factory tool or capable scan tool, I mean, maybe my Autel could have done it, but we can connect the HDMI to the Autel. I guess we could, but we don't have to do it. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is, because this tube over here allows the outside air to come into the canister. Okay, so this is what allows fresh air to come in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to technically block. I mean, not technically. I'm going to manually close this by just pinching this hose. Okay, yeah. There's a trick for you, Kyler. Okay, so yeah, right there. So I'm going to get a vice grip and just pinch this. So if I pinch this over here, it's not going to allow fresh air to go into the canister. Because if we send smoke into the evap system, it's going to go through these tubes and then into the canister. If this hose is not blocked, or if the vent solenoid is not closed, smoke is going to eventually leak out of this tube. Okay, so we're going to block this. So this over here will close the back door, like they call it, the back door, which is the vent solenoid. So it's going to block the entire evap system. So let me walk to my toolbox here. Let me get a vice grip. Okay, we have any comments here? Watching you from La Côte d'Ivoire. Hey, mon ami, am I looking at this one or that one? Okay, mon ami de la Côte d'Ivoire. Matt, I have a vice grip on that shelf over there. Can you give it to me, please? I was using it outside, but I left it on that shelf over there. I don't want to walk over there because the other Sprinter over there, there's the company name on the logo. I mean, not company name on the logo. There's the logo and the company name on the Sprinter. So I don't want to have it in the video. That's why I don't want to walk all the way over there, because the owner may not be okay with having his company. Yeah, this guy. Perfect. All right, thank you, Matt. Yeah, because I know some of our customers don't like when we put their vehicles online, okay? Because we have a Sprinter here on the other bay over there, and the company name is on it. So, and also we don't do free advertising. All right, let's go. So we're gonna pinch this over here. Actually, let me put a piece of shop rag there. Put a piece of shop rag. Look at all the setup we have over here, Kyler. Can you maybe just walk back and then just show all the setup we have over here from behind. Yeah, the lights and everything. Yeah, look at the cameraman Matt, and yeah, look at the setup we have behind over here. Isn't this cool? It is cool. Yes, this is cool, and this is possible because of you guys. You guys are the reason why we have all these cameras and all this. Man, eventually we're going to have our own studio, and we're going to have our own studio because of you, because you are supporting us, you are bringing your vehicles here, you are subscribing, you're commenting to our videos, because when you comment to our videos, when you like them, and when you watch them, YouTube continues to actually send our videos to more people. YouTube continues to, recommend the videos to so many people. And as YouTube does that, guess what? Our channel continues to grow. We make more money from the views. We can pay cameraman Kyler very well. We can pay cameraman Matt very well. And we can buy more equipment so we can better serve you, so we can bring out better quality videos. And yeah, we have a lot of projects, a lot of things we want to do in the future. So keep supporting us. We don't have a marketing budget. You are our marketing budget. We are growing very, very fast because of you. So I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so grateful for you. Keep supporting us. Thank you. So let's put this over here. I'm going to put this around this hose, okay? And then I'm going to pinch it. See that, Kyler? And then I'll just block that right there. Okay, so when we put the smoke, because smoke is going to come in through this tube, okay? It's going to go into the canister and then around, but it's going to be blocked over here, okay? Now, what you don't want to do is forget this over here. Have you ever seen a car, Kyler, that, I don't know, maybe you've seen, or maybe you had a car where you go to a gas station, you put gas in it, and then it triggers the nozzle? Yeah, this is what does it, the vent solenoid. Because it's supposed to allow fresh air to go into the canister, because you have your fuel. Because when you pump fuel, there are vapors, but because the vapors will come back to the nozzle and then shut it off.
I always wondered how that happened.
Yes, that's what does it, because usually that happens too if you have a stuck open vent solenoid. If it's stuck, people say, "Oh, I can't put gas in my car." Yeah, your Evap vent solenoid is stuck, because what happens as you start to pump, you have so much vapors built up in the tank, so the nozzle is gonna feel like it's already full, because if you have a tank outside and it's hot, you have, like, let's say half tank, while those fuel vapors start vaporizing, and so this is what prevents it, but when it gets stuck, it causes issues. Okay, there you go. Free, yeah, yeah. Now you know, Kyler. All right, so now I'm gonna lower the car so we can send smoke down the Evap system. Did I get my light? No. Let me grab my flashlight. All right. So we're gonna bring this down. Cameraman Matt, how are we doing back there? Are we doing good? Okay. Nice. Oh, right there. Come check this out. My man Robin is killing it over here. The differential is almost out. So what did you do? Did you just cut them?
No, heat.
Oh, look over here.
Careful, they're hot.
They're hot? Okay.
They're steaming hot.
Oh, there's U-joints. Yeah, they were completely...
They're keeping it stuck.
Yeah, they're completely stuck. So you had to hit them up to remove them. So now you're ready to lift up the van, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the differential is sitting on jack stands.
Yes.
Okay. Keep doing your thing. Okay,
All
go.
right, Gavin, go,
Lift it
Gavin.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, watch. So we're changing the differential on this Sprinter van. Check that out.
Hang on, stop, Gavin. Stop.
You still have something that's not... Don't hold on to this, because it's on jack stands right now. It's gonna fall on you. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
All right, go up.
All right, Gavin.
Nice.
Yep, done.
Look at that.
That is it.
Look how straightforward it is with the right tool.
Yeah. All the way up?
Yeah, go all the way up. Yeah. I'm all the way up.
You're jumping, you're
Yeah.
jumping, you're jumping.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. That's what we do around here, man. We enjoy doing what we do, and we laugh as we do that.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, we have fun.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Nice. Don't just film that sprinter over there.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I got it.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
All right. Lock it. All right. Now, let me see if I can show our viewers here why we are changing this differential. Okay, so right over here. Oh, there. Let's see, put this light right here. Look.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Can you see from up here? You see that? Actually, show it from up here so you can see. Look. See that? Yeah, that's the problem. That's why we're changing it. So the ring gear here and the pinion gear is completely worn out. So we're changing the entire differential assembly. Yeah, look at it. Yeah. So we're getting a used one with low miles.
Good job, Robin. Thank
We're gonna install it. Yeah. Good job, Robin.
Thank you.
Yeah. There we go. That's how we do it around here. Nice. Very nice. All right, so what do we have over here? Let's read a couple comments. Can we fly out for training? Nice setup. Thank you. Thank you. That's a nice setup. You're welcome, guys. I like it. Do you handle a situation where the initial repair doesn't fix the underlying issue? I mean, yeah, it happens. It happens every once in a while. I mean, there are times where I'm wrong. I like to be accurate as much as I can, and that's why I double check and triple check myself so I don't miss stuff or I don't make mistakes. But every once in a while, things happen. And when things happen, I tell the customer. If it's my fault, I tell the customer, sorry, I thought it was going to be this, but maybe I misinterpreted the data. We're very straightforward here and very honest. I mean, I say it like it is. If someone thinks I'm a bad mechanic because of that, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm here to take care of customers and tell my customers the truth. So that is what we do. And when things go south, we tell them and we make it right. All right. So, hi Dio, how you doing? I'm doing good. Ruby really won. I see it at my country. The Gambia 3 car. Okay, cool. All right, Kyle, you ready? Or do you guys want to switch with Matt? Or are you good?
Yeah.
It's up to you. If you're tired, you can switch with Matt.
Let's do some handheld.
It's locked up. Must be ran out of oil. Oh yeah, you're talking about the differential? Yes. I mean, this sprinter over here, this differential fell because they didn't take care of it. Whoever, the previous owner, because actually my customer just bought this sprinter. He bought this not too long ago. Okay? The previous owner did not take good care of that differential. That's why it went bad. So we're changing it, and we're gonna start taking care of this sprinter for our customer here from this point moving forward. All right, so cameraman Matt, I'm gonna grab this airline over here. Okay, so we're gonna use our smoke machine now. Actually, the key is still on in the car. I'm gonna turn it off because we don't have to have the key on right now. Let me just turn it off so we don't drain the battery. Okay, we're good. All right, so we blocked the vent tube of the vent solenoid. Our purge valve is not leaking. So now, when we send smoke down the evap system should hold smoke. The smoke should be held in the system if there are no leaks. But if we have a leak, when we send smoke down the evap system, it's gonna leak wherever the leak is or the issue is. So I'm going to connect my smoke machine to the battery. So we're gonna connect the the red clamp first, so power first and then ground. And then we're going to connect our air line to it. Nice. Here we are. So I'm going to turn on my smoke machine. Okay. Now, Matt, I want you to show this tube over here. I mean, this ball. So smoke is going to start coming out of this. You see right here. Okay, smoke is coming out. Now, if I block this, that means I simulate a sealed system. Our ball should drop. Look, you see it right there? So when I close this, the ball drops. Yeah? Okay. So now we got smoke here. I'm going to connect it to the Evap system now. Okay. So let's give it a couple minutes here for smoke to travel throughout the Evap system. And then we're also going to watch our check ball at the same time.
It's all the way at the top.
Yeah, it's all the way at the top, which means there's a leak or smoke is still filling out the Evap system. Okay, now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up the vehicle just a little bit. I'm gonna pop the, hold on, let me make it on that lock there. So we're gonna do a visual inspection here. You might have to come on this side, Matt. I'm looking back here on the back of the engine. I'm looking at those tubes back there. Okay, we don't have any smoke leaking over there. Up there also, see, nothing is leaking there, so that's good. We don't have a leak over here. So our leak is most likely towards the back. So let me open the gas door. Okay, let's go check out the gas cap. Nothing here.
I hear something. Down here.
Yeah, there's a hissing sound coming from somewhere here. Okay, let me lift up the car. You never know, we could have a cracked, I don't know, canister. So what we know is we do not have a leak under the hood. So we're good under the hood. So our issue is between the front and the back. So it's somewhere back over here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ah, you know what? I hear it right here. Is this the mic we're using?
I can't tell.
You can't tell? Can we switch to this mic? Because I want to put it up here. So
It is on that mic.
is it this one? Yeah. Listen. Can you? Okay, I'm sure you guys will hear it. So now, the other telltale sign over here. Actually, I'll show. If I paid more attention earlier, look, Matt, if you look over here, it looks like we have gas over here. See? This is a gas leak. Look at the tank. Look over here. See that? So it looks like gas leaked over here. So this is usually caused by a leaking fuel sending unit seal. Okay, the fuel sending unit is most likely leaking on this, or the fuel sending unit cap sometimes gets cracked. Okay. So it looks like it's coming from up here. It's coming from the top of the tank. Because back here, we're good back here. Yeah, it's coming from back here. Right, Matt?
Yep.
Can you tell? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming from over here. And yeah, the fact that the tank is wet over here. So I believe what happens if you fill up this fuel tank to like the full capacity, it leaks out gas. So let's lower this and see if we can remove the bottom cushioning of the back seat. Hopefully we have an access panel to the fuel pump, and we should see it right there. Yeah, it's leaking from the fuel pump access panel. So I'm going to lower the vehicle. That's where our leak is. Let's bring this down. And this is really common on these, especially these small leaks. I've seen those fuel pump assembly crack, or the seal of the fuel pump assembly. Okay, so Matt, you're gonna have to go on the other side. You're gonna open okay, let's look at our check ball first. See, the check ball is still up. Let me turn it on. See, it's still up, which means we have a leak. So we have an idea of where the leak is. I'm gonna use this light. So let's go to the back of the vehicle. I'm gonna open this. Let's put this light over here. Okay, so we need to remove this over here. Hopefully there is an access panel back here. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, right here. Right here, cameraman Matt. You see it? Come on. Oh, there. I can hear it. Okay. Now I don't have to remove this completely. Let me go grab another screwdriver. Okay, let me see. Gavin, where's Gavin? Robin, give me a small flat screwdriver. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we have over here. As a technician, ASE certification important. Oh, okay. Thank you. No, this is too small. I want something slightly bigger than this.
Okay.
Yeah. So is the question? So is mu non dash F4Z says, as a technician, ASE certification important? Yes, ASE certifications are very important. I became a better tech when I was preparing for my ASE test. And when you pass these tests, first it shows that you are a pro, and it also shows that you're committed to bettering your craft. But yeah, just preparing for them, reading and taking the test will make you a better technician, for sure. Stefan, Loden, yeah, I'll get all of them. Perfect, thank you. Say, hey, what diagnostics scan tool do you use, and what software do you use to unlock ECU? I have issue connecting my scan tool to my turbo diesel RAM. Well, I have two main scan tools that I use. I use a Snap-on Zeus and a Autel Ultra. I don't do computer programming yet, but yeah, if you have a computer that's not communicating, make sure you check your communication system and make sure it's communicating properly.
We're almost at an hour 30.
We're almost at an hour 30. Okay, so now let's go back to the car because we already know where the issue is. Okay, so let's switch cameras. Let's go back there. Actually, you know what, Matt? I'm gonna want you to be on this side now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the other side. So when you're ready, let's use the mobile camera. Ready? We good? Okay, nice. So I'll go over here. You go that way. Okay, yeah. I want you to be here. I hope everyone can still hear me. Okay. So now, there. Here's the problem, guys. You hear it? Let me bring you my mic closer. There. Yeah. You see how I'm changing the pitch of the sound? So here's our evap leak. So the O-ring down here is leaking. Yeah, that's why we have a small leak. So we need to remove this fuel sending unit. Okay, the fuel pump assembly needs to come out. We need to change this O-ring under this unit over here. And after that, this should be fixed. And you see over here, this is gas leaking over here. See that? This is gas. There's the problem. There's your problem, lady. Now, what we might have to do is probably not doing this live stream. We're gonna have to clean this properly to make sure that this plastic over here is not cracked, because I've seen this plastic housing over here crack. Okay, because if it's the plastic housing of the pump that's cracked, even if you change the O-ring, it's still gonna leak. But it looks like it's not the plastic housing that's cracked. It's just over here. And then the other thing you could do, which we're not gonna do here, you can get some soapy water and then, you know, spray it around this area. You'll see it's gonna start bubbling. Okay. All right, we are done diagnosing this. Thank you very much for your help. If some of you have guessed this, you were right. I gotta go back and read the comments. So we know this is what's gonna fix the evap code. Let me grab my light. Okay. We found the issue, cameraman Kyler. You can smell the issue? Yeah, it smells like gas, right? Dang. Yeah, this thing's stinking. Stinky. All right, I'm gonna turn off my smoke machine. We are done. Yeah, this was pretty straightforward. Nice. Sweet. All right, so let's get ready to wrap up here. All right, guys. Let's see. Let me read some of your comments before we end. We are heading towards the end of our live stream over here. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this evap system diagnosis here live with you guys. All right, let's see. We need a project car for the channel. Oh, really? Shabelo Kamalo-M2N says we need a project car. Really?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
What do you think, Matt and Kyler?
Yeah.
Do we need a project car?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Gavin car. We can do the Z.
Matt needs a, okay. Gavin's saying we can do the Z. Oh, really?
I have a lot of stuff that needs to be done.
Okay. I'll think about it and then I'll let you guys know.
All right.
We have Stefan Loudon 480 says, hey, what diagnosis kind of tool do you use? And what software do you use to unlock? Oh, I already answered that question. And then Rubio really one says, Dio, I'm 24 years old, mechanic, 7 years experience. I also want to be an expert like you. How is it possible? Hold on, can you come back a little bit, Matt? Yeah, scroll, yeah, right there, stay there. No, come, go down. Yeah, stay there, yeah, right there. And how is it possible for me to to do that? Because I'm also one of your subscriber and also your fan. Okay, well, thank you for being here. The fact that you subscribed to our channel tells me that you want to be great and you want to be a professional, you want to be an expert. I'm going to tell you what I've done. What I did was books. You know, growing up, I didn't love reading, but now I read all the time. I read every day, basically. You gotta love reading. So get books, go to training, keep watching my videos, watch other people's videos. There are a lot of great YouTubers out there. Watch consume as many content as you can, and also practice. You know, if you're working at a shop, you have experience. Okay, keep doing it. Buy a scope, buy a multimeter. You know, spend some money, buy the tools, and keep perfecting your craft, and then eventually you'll be great. So training, books, and then keep working on cars. Keep wrenching. You'll be great, and you'll get there. Okay, and then Zonami Z Twide 1234 says, although I'm late, but watching from South Africa. Hello, my friend from South Africa, KZN Nangoma. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much, my friend. Sabelo Kumano M2N says, what is your process for the 3 C's? Concern, cause, correction. Well, first of all, I've said this over and over here on the channel. I always love to, usually when I start, I confirm what the customer says. You confirm the customer's complaint, and then you figure out the cause, okay? And after the cause, you figure out the correction. Now, it depends, because we work on everything in our shop. We work on, we work on cars, trucks, and we work on all the systems, whether it's electrical, electronic, engine repair, transmission, suspension, brakes. Yeah, so for example, this Nissan Sentra over here that we just diagnosed here with the Evap code, well, we confirmed the customer's complaint first, check engine light, then we scanned it, we saw the code, then we talked about the system, because you have to know how a system works for you to diagnose it and fix it. Then we did some tests, and then the correction will be changing the fuel sending unit O-ring. Once we change that seal, then we should be good to go. So that's basically my process. I mean, we don't really have it written here, but that's how we do things, and that's how everybody does it here. Whether it's me or Robin or Gavin, that's how we do it. All right, and then we have recordation that says, thank you, Dio, for the information. In case someone don't have a smoke test machine, what else can I use? It's hard. It's hard without a smoke machine. It's hard, because you can't use air pressure in this Evap system. You're gonna blow up stuff. You're gonna ruin things. So it's hard. Yeah, you're gonna have to get a smoke machine. They actually have they have portable smoke machines out there that you can buy. So I would recommend you get that. Okay, so can you scroll down, cameraman Matt? Let me read maybe 4 more, and then we can wrap it up. Okay, so we have, you are doing a great job, team. Keep it up. Lots of love from Zimbabwe. Hello, my friend from Zimbabwe. Thank you for being here. Caleb Muchar says, great fan here. How can I be ASC certified? Then again, do content on setting a trigger when scoping and single attribute and auto. Okay, we will do, guys, we are very grateful around here. We're very busy. When I have time, I don't like saying when I have time, because usually I won't have time. I have to make time. When I make time for it, I'm gonna make a scope class, lab scopes class, on how to use it, how to set it up and stuff. So eventually it will be available. I just have to get around it and do it. So stay tuned. I'll create that kind of content for you guys. Like scope 101, beginners test, basically how to set up a scope. I want to be as good as you. I'm working on it. Yes, you will be. You might be even better than me. Just keep working, keep applying yourself. You'll get there. What is scanner they want to give away? A scan tool they want to give away? Do you want to give us a scan tool? If you want to give us a scan tool, that's good. But we're not giving away anything right now. If you get us to 1 million subscribers, we'll do a giveaway. The next giveaway will be at 1 million subscribers. So keep supporting, keep telling people about us. When we get to 1 million, we'll do an awesome giveaway. So thanks for being here. Hi Dio, many thanks for your videos. I'm also one of your subscribers and also a fan. I have many years working on Mercedes-Benz, and your videos on spinners are fantastic. I am Punta Arenas from Chile. Hello, my friend from Chile. Thank you for being here. Keep wrenching, my friend. That's awesome. This makes me happy. I like hearing that the videos are helping you guys. I love it. That's what I do this for. I do this to help you guys, and you know, I've consumed a lot of content from other creators, and I'm also creating content now so I can help you. So that means the world to me. So as I'm 7 years experience, I just graduated last week Friday, and I want to start my own rental shop very soon. Awesome. Good luck with your shop, my friend. You will be very successful. Just keep working at it. You will be great. And then we have Caleb Mucha R2T says, make time and pin that scope class. Okay, we'll get there, my friend. We'll get there. It will come. It will come. Euro Sprinter Tech 0911. My friend Juan is here. What up, Juan? Juan says, what is the best smoke machine you use? The best? I like the high pressure smoke, which you told me about. Actually, Juan actually hooked me up with that smoke machine. That has been the best so far. The one we use to find boost leaks. Okay, the one you told me about, Juan, that one is a good one. I like this one too. This is a low pressure smoke machine. We use it to find leaks on Evap systems. We can't use the high pressure one in the Evap system because you're gonna blow up things. Okay, 1 hour and 30-ish is not enough. 1 hour and 30 is not enough for a live stream. Guys, I know it's not enough. You probably want a longer one, but you know, we have a shop to run. We have a lot of things going on around here. So I gotta get back to work, and I gotta get back to serving our customers here too. I wish I could make it 3 hours live stream, but we can't right now. Maybe in the future. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for helping me diagnose this. This was a pretty straightforward one. I'm glad we were able to see the issue here, on our live stream. Someone says you have another happy student here. Okay, good. I'm glad. We want happy customers and happy students and happy follow. I don't like saying followers. Okay, I like calling you guys my friends. Okay, awesome. So once again, thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to help us, please comment on every video that we put out. Give us a thumbs up. If you know someone who is going to benefit from this content, let them know, okay? Share our link, share the video, share the link to your loved ones, to people that you know. Give us a thumbs up, leave a heart, leave all the good things you can do. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. Do it so you can help us, because when Google sees this, when YouTube sees this, they send our videos to more people, and that's how we can grow. And as we continue to grow, I promise you, I will put out better content. Eventually, we're gonna have a dedicated section of the shop where we're gonna have our stuff. All the setup over here that we showed you, we have to take it down every time we do a live stream. When we do a live stream, we have to shut down an entire bay, set up, put the lights, put everything, and then eventually take down everything at the end. So right now, as we finish, cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler will be taking down stuff, and it's time consuming, it's very tiring. In the future, we wanna build our own studio. The only way we can build it is with your help. If you help us, we're gonna build a studio where everything is gonna be set up. We're gonna create even better content. I'm very excited. I wanna share everything with you guys, everything I've learned. I said earlier, I used to be in some of you's shoes. I used to be the guy that was back in Congo, knew how to work on cars, but did not have access to the latest technology, latest tools, and latest training classes. But now I have access to it. I'm gonna share that with you. So everything I've learned, whether it's how to run a shop, how to start a business, how to market your business, how to grow a team, how to deal with your team, there's so much to learn about this industry, how to, deal with parts vendors, how to position yourself online so you can set yourself apart from your competitors. There's so much I can teach you, so much I can share with you, and there's also so much I can learn from you guys. So I can't wait to do that, and I will do that with you all. Okay, so once again, thank you for being here. Cameraman Matt and cameraman Kyler, thank you for your hard work. I appreciate you guys. Once again, leave us a comments, questions, criticism. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. See you guys next time.